alone, depressed, oh, there must be something wrong with you, or you have all the free time in the world. These are all the stereotypes that singles face. Society creates this whole master narrative that we have to grow up, find our perfect match, get married, and start a family. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how society stigmatizes singles and why we need to break that barrier. This whole idea came to me in my dark side class here at Fresno State. We talked about the idea of singleism. For those of you that don't know, singleism is defined as stereotypes, stigma, and discrimination against singles. So I'm sure you guys are asking, why do we stigmatize singles? What if I told you that in the United States, as of 2016, there were 109 million singles. That's 45% of the United States population. That's 109 million people, or 45% of the United States, that gets treated differently every day. And some of these people might not even be aware of it. So how? How are we stigmatizing them? Lisa Arnold wrote an article called The Price is Right, wrote an article called The Price of Being Single. And in her article, she quoted, "Over a lifetime, unmarried women can pay as much as $1 million more than married counterparts for healthcare, taxes, and much more." So let's first take a look at how singles are stigmatized in the workplace. Here we see a picture of the United States military. All of these men and women are doing the same job, which is protecting our country. They're making the same sacrifices. However, research shows that married men or women in the military get paid more just by being married than those who are single. Not only do they receive a higher income, but they also get more benefits for housing, shopping, and they even get additional pay while they are deployed, whereas singles don't get that opportunity. CNN stated that 21% of unmarried workers felt that their company showed favoritism to those that are married. That goes hand in hand with the stereotypical idea that singles have more free time outside of work. They don't have a family to take care of, or kids, or all of that additional stuff that comes with being married and possibly having a family. Eric Kleinberg was a sociology professor at New York University, and he shared a story about how his unmarried friend who worked for a high-power social justice organization was told that he was not getting a raise because his married coworker needed the money more than he did. So now that we've taken a look at how singles are stigmatized in the workplace, let's move on to how they are affected by taxes and housing. Federal laws already privilege married people by allowing them to file joint taxes, which can ultimately save thousands of dollars every year. So there's a story of two women who worked in the same place making the same income of $40,000 a year. The single woman had to pay $7,000 in taxes, whereas her married coworker only had to pay $5,000. That's $2,000 difference. The same thing happens when you raise the income. So for example, a person making $80,000, working the same job, making the same money, the single individual would pay roughly $16,000 in taxes, and their married counterpart would make $4,000 less. Also, married workers have the opportunity to transfer property and wealth to spouses tax-free, whereas singles don't have that opportunity. Moving on to housing, 77% of homeowners are married. Because of the Federal Fair Housing Act, it does not prohibit discrimination against marital status, making it easy for landlords, realtors, and mortgage companies to discriminate against singles when it comes to buying a house, because they simply think that single people cannot afford the house based off of one income, which is why it's a lot harder for singles to be able to afford housing compared to those who are married. So with all of these factors in mind, why should we break this separation? Society creates this master narrative that singles are unhappy or aren't successful because they have no one or they have no support base. Condoleezza Rice was the first female to serve the United States Secretary of State, and she has never been married. When asked why she never got married, she quotes, "The fact is, I've never found anybody that I want to spend my life with, but I think it's a wonderful thing, marriage." Why does anyone have to be a part of any kind of couple to get the same federal benefits as everyone else? To get the same opportunities when it comes to finances or the same protection? We need to break this master narrative that all adults must be with someone to be happy or to be successful or to have equal opportunities. In conclusion, today I talked to you guys about how singles are treated differently and why we need to break that stigma. Just think about this. Every day we're fighting for equality between genders, races, religions, and many more. So why aren't we fighting for equality between singles and those who are married? Thank you.